Hey there guys, this is my video review of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The greatest game I ever played ever on the Wii U, and also this game came out on Nintendo Switch as well. So yeah, I know this game came on the Switch, but I'm covering the Wii U version. I'm covering the review for the Wii U version instead. And I will get the Switch, of course, I will. Looking forward to Splatoon 2. So this is my review of Breath of the Wild. And, yeah, here it is. This is my review, guys. My review of the greatest game in the Zelda series. Breath of the Wild. Yeah. So here it is, guys. This is it. We're getting to it. We're getting to the meat of it all. The graphics in the game looks really good. This game got a lot of reviews, a lot of 10 out of 10s, one of the best games of all time and all that. And now here's my review for it. The overworld looks the overworld is very vast, very big, and a lot of weapons you have in the game. Those weapons mostly break, a lot of them. I had a Mosov weapon. I used it cool. I had cool weapons. I had a cool weapon in the game. The element weapons. Suddenly I just kept using it so much, and then they break. And I didn't want them to break though, so I want to keep them forever, but I can't, because every weapon breaks every single time in this game. It's not just your weapons, your shields, and all that mostly all break. Yeah. Except for mostly one of them cannot break, but it has the rest to restore its power. Yeah. So this game's world is big, vast. You can climb anywhere you want. You can climb anything. You can climb anything that's climbable. Climb a lot of mountains, really high ones too. And of course, and also the open air part of it by using your paraglider, flying around in the sky when you're over top of a mountain and all that. And of course, yeah, this game. So this, yeah, review is going away. So here we are. This game is a great game. I know it is. The overworld is really good. I like the overworld. The weapons break a lot, so many times. Shields and weapons and swords, axes, and all those. And element swords as well, they break too. And a little bit, the magic sword a little bit breaks as well, but it has to restore the power when you if you hit a signature enemy. It has to revive the power. So yeah. And this time, the villain is not Ganondorf or Ganon. Wait a minute, he is Ganon, but he's not Ganondorf though. He is Calamity Ganon. His name is Calamity Ganon. He's the primal evil, and that's what Link and Zelda are trying to destroy. Destroy the evil. The plaguing the land of Hyrule. So the world was corrupted by Calamity Ganon and the Guardians and all that. And there's 4 divine beasts you have to get in the game. 4 divine beasts, and they all tie into Ocarina of Time sages from Ocarina of Time. So yeah. So this game, Breath of the Wild, you have to survive in this world. You have to survive in this perilous world. And also, there's a lot of there's a weather change. There's a lot of weather change for weather. If it's like if you're in a cold place, you get really cold. Yes, and it takes really damage on your character too, on Link as well. And of course, the heat will do that too as well. And also the heat will do that to you as well too. And also in the heat in the desert makes you dizzy mostly. It has a lot of the weather is really affecting Link though. And of course when it and also there's another thing. Rainstorms. Even raining. Even the game rains. It rains in the game, and any hard surface you climb, it will become really wet, and suddenly you just kept slipping off. You'd be losing your grip, and you'd be losing your grip a lot when you climb up a wet mountain. When it was all raining and all that, so when you do that, you just ended up falling down, and suddenly like that, and sometimes you fall in the water and die too. And by the way, by dying, you die in this game too. Way too many times. Way too many times. It'll just show a red X. It'll just show a red X. It'll show a red X in the area you died in. If you're there's these guardians. The guardians can spot you from anywhere to see you, but not from far away though. Not like that though, but they can see you though from that. And this is the very first open world game ever made by Nintendo, and only one game is compared to this one is Skyrim. Yeah, Skyrim is another one overworld game, and Rise of the Heroes Zero Dawn as well too. That's two of them. But this game also is really good. You can go anywhere you want. You can leave the Great Plateau with your paraglider in hand and go right to climbing the Ganon if you want. If you want to take on climbing the Ganon, go right ahead. But some people did not want to go that way anyway. Yeah. So, barely, yes. This game, really good. The characters, they are really likable. They really are. And the story, there's a story in this game here, in Breath of the Wild. There's a story called 100 Years Ago, in the past, and all that. And that's when Calamity Ganon came and the hero and the princess sealed away the darkness. And then after that it returned again, but this time it had a new plan. Wipe out all the champions, corrupt the divine beasts, and turn the Guardians against the Hylians. And finally killed off the 4 champions as well. And of course the princess and the hero fled to a field, and there's a field full of guardians everywhere. There's one guardian aiming right at Link, right there. It was like doing that. It was going to try to kill him off. And yeah, so Zelda fell. Link fell. Link fell to the ground, and Zelda didn't know. Actually, Zelda interfered, and you must see Link. You must run. You must run. You must run now. And of course, no. Link wants to take this out, take it down. But Zelda just went in front and go use her powers. And all of this was all on Zelda's hand as well. She was a failure. She didn't feel what's going to happen. She was coming again and all that, coming back. And of course, this game, yeah, and all that. So, yeah, the story's really, really good. It also tugs on your heartstrings a lot as well. When we first when we first saw the reveal trailer for this game, the last reveal trailer at the Nintendo Switch presentation, that one tugs at our heartstrings, makes us kind of want to cry. When we see Zelda crying there, it makes us also want to cry too. So this game, yes, the world is big, massive, overworld and all that, and you can fly anywhere you want to go. You can go right to Glammy again if you want to. And also you can, of course, in the game, you mostly remain in the Great Plateau for the rest of the whole game. And then when you finally get the 4 shrines, collect the first 4 spirit orbs, and then you can get some story plot about the story as well, behind the story of the game and all that. You meet this old man and all that, and you get the paraglider from him, and you go right out of the Great Plateau, and then you can go out into the wilderness. You have to go to Kiriko Village, like the old man who is the king of Hyrule, the last leader of Hyrule. Yes. Gives you a little bit of a story progression right there. You have to go see Impa, seek out Impa, and do that, and get your first memory to unlock. Try to remember everything what happened 100 years prior, and all that. So yeah, this game is a world. This world's massive. It's really wide, really big, and there's some mini dungeons called shrines. Yes. And there's an assortment of a lot of enemies everywhere. There's different versions of them, of course. There's silver, there's black, and all of those. They're really tough. They can really one-shot you to death, to die. They can definitely do that. There's these characters named Lionels. Those enemies, can one-shot you as well. Every single enemy can one-shot you. Lionels, yep, one-shot you. Guardians, same thing, one-shot you as well. With one single beam, you're dead. And also some different versions of the Bokoblins and Moblins, they will also one-shot you too. And also you can hunt in this game actually. You can hunt so you can survive. You can craft your survival. Yes, you can do that. So you can hunt for a lot of stuff. You can gather a lot of food, like ingredients and all that. You get all the stuff you need. Go hunting. You can go hunting. You can go get meat and all the other stuff you need. And then there's a pot in any far away from the enemy's camp. You can go there. You can go there and you can cook. Yes, this is the first game you can even cook as well in the game. In this game, you can cook. And as well, you can tame a horse if you want, a wild horse, and take it to a stable and register it in. And name the horse. I named a few of my horses after a few characters. I named it after Link and Zelda and all that, and also when I got in one horse that was too wild and I tamed it really well, and then finally I named it Wild. Yeah, I named the horse Wild because it's actually the name of part of the game of the title. See? Wild. Yeah. And as well, this game is the greatest game of all time. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And my final verdict of this game. Wait a minute. Before I go to my final verdict of the game, there's one more thing I got to progress here. That is in Hyrule Castle. For me, I didn't beat the game yet, so I'm still playing. I'm still playing the game, so I'm still playing the game. I'm still playing this game. but I didn't beat it yet. But this is my review here, so I'm doing my review now instead of actually beating the game and doing the review after. So this is the one here. So here's my final verdict of this game: The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild for Nintendo Switch and Wii U. My final verdict: this game is the greatest game of all time. I know it is. It's everyone's favorite game on the web, on the website, on the web, on the internet. It's a search game on the website. It's a really good game. It's a really good game. I recommend this game for both versions, the Switch or the Wii U. But the Wii U is another good way to go with, actually, because it'll be easier, because the Switch version will be hard to, it'll be really expensive though. The Switch version of the game will be expensive, mostly, and if you want to save money, just go ahead and just buy the Wii U version instead. Yeah, it's worth your while. Yeah. And you'll be having the same experience as when you had on the Switch as well. The same experience as well. This is the boundless world, and also you have to go after the divine beasts, and you have to tame them, and all that. And I'll do that as well. So, yeah. And even the other enemies from all that as well will also one-shot you, and the divine beasts as well. If you have low health still, if you're still at low health, you can pray at any sector of the goddess, and you can get a stamina vessel for your stamina wheel, and you can get a lot of hearts. You get a lot of 13 hearts, 13 heart containers there, and then you can go to far north of the woods, and that's where you can get the Master Sword. Yes. But you're going to need 13 hearts to get it first. You got to get 13 hearts, so that you have to go through a lot of shrines to get those things. To get the Master Sword. And as well, you can also get the Highland Shield and Amiibo support. This game's also Amiibo support as well. It shows it right there, on top here, right here, and right there. So yeah. This game, Amiibo supported with the Wolf Link Amiibo from Twilight Princess HD, the Smash Bros. Link Amiibo, and also this game has its own Amiibos too. The Breath of the Wild Amiibos. Yes. But there's also newer ones coming out next month after this one. The next one after the next month after. Yeah. So yeah, after that, the other new Amiibos coming out. Great. This is the great one of the great games of all. And yes, this game I recommend it all the time for any version you want. Any version you want of the game, Switch or Wii U. If you want to get a Switch, if you want to get a Nintendo Switch and get the game, as you know, it'd be kind of good having a good experience on a Switch. But sometimes the Switch version of Breath of the Wild would be expensive though. So if you want to save your money from the embarrassment of how the Switch version of the game is too expensive for you, you can still pick up the Switch, but if you don't think Breath of the Wild on the Switch can be persuaded you, save your money, save up your money, and just use your money to buy the right version. The Wii U one is a good recommended one too. So yeah, everyone mostly has the Wii version, but mostly everyone else around half of the world in the States have the Switch version though, instead. Because the Wii U one is terrible mostly to everything else to the Switch. The Switch version is the port. By the way, the Wii U one is a E3 demo build version of this game, of the Switch version. The Switch version is the port version of the Wii U one. The Wii U one is the official version. So I recommend this one mostly and the Switch could be recommended if I want to. But I will be getting a Nintendo Switch. Looking forward to Splatoon 2 and ARMS. And I will also get the different version of Breath of the Wild, but just a collector's item though. Yeah. So, in my personal, this game has been raging success in a lot of views, has 10 out of 10s. I'm going to throw a 10 into this one too, along with another number. I give this game the 10 out of no. I give this game I rate this game for the review I give this game its review score for it. Its review score. I give it as a 10 out of 21. Yes, 10 out of 21. Welcome, way to go, Breath of the Wild. You had me right there. You had me in the good feels. You did. You got this game. This game has been well received, a lot of reviews, and here I'm giving my review for it, and now I gave my final verdict about it. This game is really good, and also my personal struggles in the game. And by the way, there's also a blood moon in the game as well. There's a blood moon in the game, but sometimes it could be annoying, but sometimes it can be a blessing too. Because if you defeat the enemies, again, you get something new. More new stuff as well from the chests. So this game, I recommend. This game is a really good game. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is a long-awaited title we all been waiting for, and I give it a good review for it is a 10 out of no the other way around. I give it a 10 and a 50. 10 out of 50. 10 out of 50. 10 out of 50. You had me at the feels, Breath of the Wild. You had me at the feels. You had me by the throat. You had me there. You brought me to your world of Hyrule. And this game, the name of this game is mysterious. The Breath of the Wild. It's silent in the game. And then you got noise and all that stuff and a good piano track in there. So yeah, the great game. 10 out of 50. This game gets a 10 out of 50 from me. Chase Gillenwork gives it a 10 out of 50 for Breath of the Wild. I recommend the Switch and the Switch version. I recommend the Nintendo Switch version of the game and the Wii U one. But if you don't want to pay that too much on the Switch version of Breath of the Wild, if you don't want to pay too much on that, just stick with the Wii U one. That's way better. You can get the same experience the same way. So yeah, that's my review. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe down below my channel. And have a great day, guys. And smile while you're gaming. And Breath of the Wild is a great game of all time. This is a good game. Have a great day, guys. Have a good day. Have a good day, and don't forget to Don't forget to smack that like button and that subscribe button, especially the subscribe button. And give me a lot of comments too down there too. Give me a lot of comments down below for this video, my unboxing, and my top 6 games of best games of Zelda games of all time. So yeah, smack that like button and that subscribe button. Have a great day, guys. Have a good day, guys. Have a great day. Have a goodbye, though, to you Legend of Zelda fans. And happy anniversary, Legend of Zelda series.